bring in Luke Walton, the new Lakers head coach, former Warriors assistant, who joins us now. Luke, congrats. Where are you?
I am down in Manhattan Beach, Dan. Appreciate you having me on.
How close are we to D-Day with your wife?
2 days away, due date-wise, but obviously that can come at any time now.
First baby?
Second one.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then this is old hat. Yeah, you're a veteran.
Yeah. There's nothing. This is easy. We got this, Dan.
If she said right now, honey, let's go, I got to go right now, would you finish the interview?
I think I'd finish the interview. I think I have enough time to finish the interview and then head to the house.
You got names picked out?
Yeah, we do, but I'm not allowed to say any of them. I told my the coaching staff in Golden State one of the names, and they crushed it. So now that name's off the list, and I'm no allowed.
No.
But no, that was part of the plan behind it because I wasn't that into that name anyways. But I'm no longer allowed to share the names.
Boy or girl?
We don't find out. Yeah, we wait and see what happens.
How about Magic for a boy?
Magic Walton. Well, I'll think about that.
No, you won't. No. How about Steph for a boy, or Steph for a girl?
Yeah, we go both ways with that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's. I think it's a little late to add to the list right now.
All right. Okay. But you have. This could be. I mean, think about how crazy the high and low of 7 days could be, from losing Game 7 to the birth of another child. The Lakers' job too. I mean, that's a crazy little roller coaster here for you.
It is. It's there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done, and they are all exciting things. Unfortunately, the first one of those, which was trying to win a championship this year, didn't happen. But still an amazing year. But yeah, now we had a 24-hour turnaround to get down to LA and start this job, and we also got the draft on Thursday, which is also the due date. And we got free agency and a staff to hire and all sorts of things going on that are exciting. It's just like you said, it's a little bit of a emotional roller coaster around here.
Reggie Miller said a couple of weeks ago he thought something was wrong with Steph, that he might need surgery in the offseason. Can you share how banged up he was, and is there surgery in the offseason, do you think, for Steph?
I'm not sure. I mean, I know his knee was obviously hurting him, but Steph never complains about it. He continued to just show up and play, and knew that he'd deal with it and deal with whatever he had to, whether that was rest or whatever him and the doctors think is best this off season. I had to leave literally at 10 a.m. the next morning, so I haven't really had time to talk to many people up there since I've left, so I don't really know where he's standing on that.
Would you be surprised if he had surgery?
Yeah, I mean, when I was around, there was no talk of it, but he was getting treatment twice a day, every single day since he returned from that knee injury, and how much I'm sure they're going to reevaluate it now that it's over and see if it got worse or what happened from the extra 2 months of playing on it that he did, and then probably make a decision from that.
He's Luke Walton, the Lakers head coach, joining us, Continental Tire Coach's Corner. How much were you able to be involved in Laker decisions while you were coaching during the NBA playoffs?
Not a lot. The plan was that I was, my priorities were to finish my job with Golden State, do everything I could to try to help win a title up there, and that was a time and effort with film and staff meetings, and the Lakers were great about respecting that. And when I did have free time, I'd be on the phone with Mitch, talking about different things. But they're the ones that have been down here in the film room all day, in the war room, as they call it, watching tape, working players out, coming in from college, getting ready for the draft. So, it's a team sport, and they're I'm very confident that they know what they're doing, and they're gonna have the right players on the board when it comes to the draft on Thursday.
If Simmons goes number 1, do you know who you're taking number 2?
No, I mean, I was in there yesterday for the first day time, and they have 3 or 4 different mock drafts of how things can play out, and just so they're ready for whatever happens. And we'll get in there today again, and I'll have more time to actually sit in that war room that they have set up and get answers and give my opinions. Yesterday was a ton of media and paperwork and things like that. So today will be more about the details of the draft.
Lakers trying to trade up to get Ben Simmons, was that a possibility?
Not from my understanding.
Okay. Well, I know you have D'Angelo Russell, but I didn't even know if there were any other scenarios, or you look at all scenarios. If you say that there's 3 or 4 different scenarios you're entertaining, if they take Simmons, then what else would happen? You guys are on the clock at number 2, so that's trades, I guess.
Well, there's always trade offers, and you're never going to say never. If someone wants to trade us, you can't say names, but incredible talent, superstars, then you have to entertain that stuff. You have to prepare for if Ingram goes 1, you have to prepare for if Simmons goes 1. So there's different things that likely won't happen, but you still have to be ready for it. But again, I'll know more details on all that stuff when I get a full day in there today.
But you believe that they've had entertained trade offers for that number 2 overall pick?
I'm sure that they have received, or at least had people ask questions about what they'd be willing to take. But again, I don't know the details on that, so I don't really feel comfortable commenting on that. But from my understanding, I haven't heard anything about them trying to trade up for number 1.
Wait, you keep saying they? It's we now, Luke. It's we.
Yeah, it's we, but when I haven't been in the war room yet, so I can't take credit for what they've done in that war room. So it's out of the we group. It's a subgroup that's been in the war group that I'm calling that.
Richard Jefferson was on a couple hours ago before the parade, and I said, you just turned 36, you won a championship. Any chance that you would retire to be an assistant coach on the Lakers staff? Here's what Richard Jefferson had to say.
No, Luke, I told Luke that I'm retiring and I need a job, and he said I can't. He said, if you retire, you're an idiot, and I can't have idiots on my staff. So that was pretty much the end of that conversation. So no, I will not be joining the Lakers staff. I think they're doing a great job filling it out right now. Is
that a direct quote, Luke?
That is verbatim for what I told him. I'm impressed that he got it down so well.
He's now having second thoughts. I said, "Are you retiring?" He goes, "I don't know. LeBron said I'm crazy if I retire." So he said I can't go through that emotion. He said it was so draining. And I'm saying, you only played 15 minutes a game. Imagine if you're LeBron James or Steph Curry. So
yeah. I mean, he had an incredible series. He had an incredible year for being 50 years old. But he's I think once it wears off a little bit. I mean, it is so hard to win an NBA championship, and he's right. It's draining, and you just don't know if you can do it again. But I think in a month from now, when he's just relaxing and it's kind of hit home and settled down, he'll realize how much fun that was and how much he wants to do it again. And he's obviously physically able to keep doing it. And if that's the case, you got to keep playing, in my opinion.
A couple of months ago, Steve Kerr said, I asked him, would you have gotten the Lakers job if Steve wasn't injured? And he said, probably not. Not that diminishes, what you've accomplished or your abilities to do it, but did it really take that where you're coaching the Warriors, where people then looked at you differently? Did you feel like people looked at you differently when you took over on the interim basis?
Yeah, I think so. I think just being, I think with the success we had in Golden State, my name would have been tossed around, but there probably would have still been questions on whether I could, at my age, lead a team. And those are fair questions asked. There's no way to really know, and I think that would have had the normal process take longer. Which was kind of what I thought would happen anyways. No one expects to get a head coaching job after 2 years. But with Steve going down and the players stepping up and having the success we did, I think it kind of sped that whole process up a little bit.
So if you don't give Jefferson a spot as an assistant coach, what about Kobe?
I don't think I mean, obviously, if Kobe wants to come work as my assistant, I would love to boss him around. I mean, he bossed me around for so many years that I'd even pay a little extra to be able to be his boss. But picturing Kobe as an assistant coach, I can't really see.
Hey, congrats. Pretty incredible. And, more importantly, good luck to you and Bree with the birth of the baby there and the draft coming up and everything else that's going along with it. Pretty exciting time, Luke.
I appreciate it, Dan. Thanks for having me on.
All right, bud. That's Luke Walton. The Continental Tire Coach's Corner brings you Luke Walton. From sun to rain to snow and everything in between, Continental Tire's engineered tire for what you do. Extraordinary performance and reliability, putting confidence into driving. For more information and the location of a dealer near you, visit ContinentalTire.com. Continental Tire for what you do.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.